I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Had such a great upbringing. I grew up on a cattle ranch in northeastern Alberta, Canada, and that ranch has been in our family now for over 100 years. So country music came naturally to me. When I watched my dad and my grandpa waking up at all hours of the night to go pull calves, or waking up to do morning chores, I realized that what I get to do in playing country music and traveling not only across Canada but now across the United States and around the world, I feel very lucky I get to do what I do. In a lot of ways, I don't think I've worked a day in my life because I know what real hard work is.
I hope a margarita puts you on the coast with me. A cold Corona takes you down to Mexico.
So it's Christmas time and I'm about to turn 7 years old, and my Mima, she said to the family that she saw music in me. So she got me a guitar from the Sears catalog, if you can believe it. I think it was probably $69, and now I see it online, and that same guitar is, I think, worth $9.99. And that was the guitar I learned on. But I would sit on the counter and I would listen to the radio, and I would play all the old country songs. When I was a kid, I didn't know that music by Marty Robbins and Johnny Cash and Faron Young and Merle Haggard and Charlie Pride, that those legends, I didn't know that that music was classic country. I just thought that was country. So I would cut my teeth playing all these classic country songs. And I would play at small town rodeos and events and Egg Society gatherings. And it was so much fun getting a chance to play all of these classics because people love the classics. And therefore people started to like me and my music. And every now and then I'd write a song and kind of, put it into the set list and sneak it in there so I could kind of hone my own craft as a songwriter. I have to say that from the beginning, there wasn't ever a doubt that this wasn't what I was going to do. Since I was 7, I was playing publicly. When I was 12, I started to get paid like $50 or maybe $100, and I'd hire a band and we'd get $25 a piece, and we'd go out and we'd play these events. And by the time I'm 16, I was nominated for a few awards, and in my early 20s, signed a record deal in Canada. And now that I live in Nashville, get a chance to take my career stateside and open for a lot of my heroes, guys like Brad Paisley, Garth Brooks, and spend time with a lot of the legends like Charlie Pride. I'm always drawn to the entertainers, guys like Brad Paisley, and I've been very lucky to spend time with Brad and open for Brad and tour with Brad. And then Garth Brooks. I mean, he is just the greatest that there's ever been. I've had the great fortune of touring with Garth and doing a number of shows with him on his world tour. And when he called me up on stage during the stadium tour, that was one of the greatest highlights of my life. So some of the songs that I've released or written talk about tough topics like cancer. Some of them are incredible party anthems. Some of the songs I've been writing right now talk a lot about my family. My beautiful wife and our 3 kids, and my dog Charlie.
The perfect start to the perfect day. I could say it in a couple words. This morning, having coffee with her.
Country music does something so incredible that maybe other genres still can't do. That's tell a story and that's bring people together. And that is without question my favorite thing to do. And that's why I love performing live so much. A few years ago, when my wife and we moved to Nashville, we realized the power of this city. Once you start recording there, once you start writing there, once you start spending time in Nashville, you truly get it. And I've never been more inspired to take my career stateside. I've never been more inspired to spend as much time as I possibly can in the United States and play all of the great venues that my heroes have played, and get an opportunity to tour and go up and down every single interstate from northwest to southwest to northeast to southeast and everywhere in between, because I know that country music is the music of the people, the American people. And so I'm very excited to bring my brand of country music to as many people as I possibly can.